Welcome back everyone. Today we'll be opening a complete set of Zootopia 2 toys. We have all of the figures in the set, 1 through 8. Before we start opening the set, let's check out this box. It says Zootopia 2 on it, only in theaters. Has Judy Hopps and the Red Fox on there, Nick Wilde. And on the back it looks like it says scan to play, and the figures we can collect, there's some of them. Alright, here it goes. Let's start with figure number 1. On the front it says Zootopia 2, Judy Hopps, and that's the figure we'll get inside, and it's figure number 1. It shows the number on the top right. Let's check out the entire box. Again, it says Zootopia 2, has some real nice yellow and blue color to it. Shows all 8 figures on the back. And again, we'll be opening all these today to get the complete set of 8. And you can scan to play, so there's a game you can play, and it's actually a lot of fun. Alright, here it goes everyone, our first figure. And it's going to be Judy Hopps, all nicely wrapped to kind of surprise us in a way, but also to protect the figure so it doesn't get scratched. And here is Judy Hopps. It looks like our figure can roll, so we'll check out the rolling action in just a little bit. And Judy Hopps is on like a boat-looking surfboard, but it's actually more of a boat-looking thing that she is riding on a wave or on the water. And as you can see, Judy Hopps is a rabbit, wearing the darker blue pants with the little bit lighter bluish gray shirt. And let's check out the rolling action. So this isn't a figure where you pull it back and it goes on its own. It's just roll it in the direction you want it to, forward or back. You can go side to side, although there's no side to side rolling action on it. Really, you have to give it a good push if you want it to go far. Going on to figure number 2, it is Nick Wilde. Nick Wilde appears to be riding on the clouds. Figure number 2, Nick Wilde has a pink shirt with a tie on it. And again, there's all the figures to collect within the set. And here it is everyone, Nick Wilde. Again with that pink shirt, green tie, and white, a little bit off-colored white pants. And Nick Wilde is a red fox, and floating on, looks to be like a cloud or something, and some kind of picture, like a picture frame. I don't know. And there's a picture, so that's interesting. Surfing the clouds. And again, this figure should roll forward and back. And it can side to side, but it doesn't have the rolling wheels for that side to side action, and I'm guessing none of these do. So far it's the 2 figures, Nick Wilde and Judy Fox. We have another Judy figure. This time it's Judy on the case. Judy on the case is holding a fish. Figure number 3. Zootopia 2 on the side. And once again, all of the figures on the back. And let's see if they're in the same order in all of the packages. So far it looks like they're all in the same order. And the packages look to be the same except for the figure on the front. And it's Judy on the case with a huge fish. That's a neat figure. I really like this figure. I like the huge fish that Judy is holding onto. That is like, well, almost the same size as her. And it looks like Judy's on water again, and that's where the fish would come in, from the water and on this wooden board or plank of some sort that Judy is surfing on or standing on in the water. And there's the wheel on the bottom. It has about the same rolling ability as the other 2 figures. And it's pretty well balanced. I noticed it's not falling over. In this Judy, the differences between these two, well, the pose that she's in for one, but she's also wearing a hat on this figure and looks a bit more concerned, probably because of the big fish in hand. So far we've opened 3 figures. We're going on to figure toy number 4, and this time it's Gary the Snake. And on the front we have Gary the Snake, Zootopia 2 on the side, and all the same figures that we saw before on the back of the package. And we are getting through this so far. We're almost halfway there. All right, let's check this out. Here it is, Gary the Snake. And it looks like Gary is riding on the water, the waves again, so a lot of water action so far in this set. And in some kind of like a pipe, so Gary had to be creative what he flows down in the water with. And that is very creative inside that yellow pipe. And Gary is a pit viper. And an interesting fact about pit vipers is they are all venomous. Let's move on to figure number 5. Figure 5. Nick hiding out. So we have Nick the red fox that's hiding out. And we'll take a closer look at that figure in just a little bit once we get it open. I was trying to keep these boxes in good condition, but they're getting a little bit bent. That's alright, we'll just focus on the toys and see what we have going on here. So Nick hiding out. So it looks like Nick is really hiding out in a dinner tray. Or I should say dinner cart with the dinner tray on top. I think that's a really good idea and kind of fun to have him hiding out in that dinner cart. Let's check out his rolling action. Actually, this one seems to roll the best so far. Just a light push and he covers some distance, and we'll go a little bit more on the push and he goes part way across the table. Now we are really getting down there to the last few figures. We have 3 figures left, 6, 7, and 8. There's Nibbles Maple Stick, Flash, and Pobbert Pelter. Here it is, everyone, Nibbles Maple Stick, figure number 6. Maybe I just figure out a way to open these quicker without damaging the box as much. We'll try it on the next figure. All of these characters have fun, catchy names, and so does this one, Nibbles Maple Stick. And Nibbles is a beaver holding onto a lantern, riding a log on the water. And this is a really fun figure. Let's give him a push and see him go down the water. That's cool. All right, we have 2 more to go. And this is Flash, figure number 7. Flash is a sloth sitting in a chair. And let's try the trick. Oh yeah, look at that. Opens up right away just doing that. We don't even damage the box unless, yep, we didn't, no. We kept the box in really good condition by doing the flick trick. So going forward, I'll try that in the last figure. So here is Flash the Sloth, and Flash is an awesome name, reminds me of Flash the superhero. The name, that is, not the character, because Flash the superhero is quite the opposite as far as how fast he moves. So at first I was like, what kind of chair is this? But it looks like just a typical office chair. And looks like he's holding on to maybe his coffee or water, whatever he may have. And he's sitting in that chair. That's cool. This is a neat figure. And he actually slides pretty well for sitting in that chair and for being a sloth. We're making him move fast. Our last figure is figure number 8, Pobbert Pelter. Pobbert is a lynx. So these characters are made up or created after real animals. So let's try the flick trick. There it goes, nice and easy. Pull up and check that out. So we got that going towards the end of this video. So if you open these, you can try the flick trick yourself, and here it is, Pobbert, the Lynx on the red sleigh. That is really cool, I like that. Pobbert is wearing the sweater with the tannish brown pants. No shoes or boots, but being a Lynx, doesn't need them. Let's check out the rolling action on this figure. Whoa, not too bad. That's pretty good rolling action. Let's take another look at the complete set. So again, there's figures 1 through 8, all 8 figures, as you can see here. So do you have a favorite? If you do, let us know in the comment section below. Or if you have 2 favorites or 3, or you like them all, that's fine too, because it can be tricky to figure out which one you like the best when they're just all awesome looking. Now if I had to choose one favorite, and this is tricky for me because I'm usually like, okay, I like all of them, or there's several I like, but I'm just gonna choose one this time, just one. And it's gonna be difficult, it's not easy because I'm leaning towards this one or this one, but I have to choose one. That's tricky. Okay, I'm gonna go with Judy Hopps. I think overall I like this one the best. I just like the fish, the expression on her face, just the whole thing. I think it's really fun. But again, it was difficult because I really do like them all. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.